This is Susan Sun Nunamaker at sunisthefuture.net. Well, I'm here with the Calsol team, and here's the team captain, Michael Vogel. And Mike, can you tell us a little bit about UC Berkeley Solar Vehicle Team?
Yeah, sure. So we're the solar vehicle team from UC Berkeley, all the way from California Bay Area. So we've been in this game for about 20 years now. The team started in 1991 by Spencer Kwong. This is our 7th car named Impulse. This is also Impulse's 2nd race. Last fall we competed in the World Solar Challenge, and we drove all the way across Australia. Some of the highlights of this car are a 1.2 kilowatt array, a 9 horsepower motor, and 44 amp hour 5.2 kilowatt hour battery pack.
6 square meter silicon?
Yep.
Solar cell?
Yep, so these are 6 square meters of SunPower C50 solar cells.
Ah, SunPower. So do they donate it to you guys, or did you have to purchase?
These were purchased by us.
Oh, okay, all right. And were you able to get any parts that's donated, or is it completely purchased by your team?
Actually, most of these parts were donated. The solar cells are the exception to the rule. A lot of the companies that you see on the side of our car, Volkswagen is the big one, Panasonic, Chrysler and Associates, they donate us materials, funding, various other things. So Panasonic gave us our batteries, for example.
Great. What about anything that you did not anticipate? For example, was there any mechanical components that took more time or you had some problem with, or is it pretty much everything smooth sailing? Or?
You want me to wait for that?
Oh, yeah.
That's Michigan driving by in the background.
Okay.
The team to beat right now. So in Australia and in these races, our team's Achilles heel right now seems to be connectors. Mm-hmm. So the connections that join our wires together, we have difficulty with because we haven't really done this before. So we didn't know what were the things that are weatherproof, that are vibration proof, and all that kind of thing. So we used various kinds of connectors and they fall out. So we've redone stuff, get new connectors, and they seem to be more reliable.
How many people are on your team in total?
We have 13 people here with us today. There are about 50 on the team right now.
Oh my, quite a few. And this is a span of what percentage of them are new, or so what percentage are new members?
It's hard to say. The team that we have right now are inexperienced in that they haven't gone to a race. I'm the only person on the crew that we have here that's been to a race before. So I was the only one in Australia. These guys have been around for a year or 2 years.
Very good. So, and yeah, you still have it going. This is actually the car you have used for how many years? Is it scratch that you basically have built, or is it something that you have used for over multiple years?
So this car is actually brand new in that the first race was in 2011, and that was its first debut. So we started building it after the Formula Sun Grand Prix in 2009, and then this car was completed after a year of design and a year of building in summer of 2011.
What do you think of the Formula Sun Grand Prix?
I think it's a great event. We had a lot of fun driving around the track, although I think we're going to have even more fun on the American Solar Challenge. Oh, good. Okay, fantastic. We're going to be covering American Solar Challenge from July 14 through 21, and especially at the finish point. But this is a little bit different from World Solar Challenge, isn't it? It's multiple stages instead of the way that World Solar Challenge is set up. Can you tell us a little bit about the difference between how the two are in terms of racing it? Sure. So the World Solar Challenge starts in Darwin, in the northern part of Australia. And at the beginning of the race, they line you all up and say, go. Mm-hmm. And so there's really only one way to get to the finish line. That's taking the Stewart Highway. So they just say go, and then you have to hit certain checkpoints along the way. But there's no real timeline like there is here. The checkpoints will close, and then you'll get penalties for not hitting those. But in the American Solar Challenge, it's set up differently. It's set up in stages. So this race, there are 5 stages. And so at the end of each stage, we have to be at that finish line, regardless of whether we're there we can go beyond, or we didn't make it all the way. We have to trailer if we didn't make it all the way. If we were able to go beyond, we just have to stop there and charge.
Very good. Can we take a look at some of the rest of your members? Which
Sure.
ones are new and which ones? Oh, and which one is actually working on the mechanical components? And
Okay.
well, I'll let you, Mike, introduce your team members.
Okay, so walking around here we have Derek on the left. Following them there's Ben, Paul, and Devin. Some of the other guys are running around in other places. So Derek is a mechanical engineer as well as Ben, and these two guys are electrical engineers. Ben is our motor guy, actually. He's right now he's working on starting up our custom motor project. So if you've seen Minnesota's car recently, they have their own custom-built motor on that, and that's a project that's running for 8 years. So we're actually looking for their advice, and they're helping us out to get ours off the ground.
Very good. Well, it looks like, well, can you tell us a little bit about your personal learning experience? Something that stood out in terms of working on this car. Let's start. Name first.
I'm Derek, and I think the most interesting thing that happened was when I first drove it on the track a few days ago. It was very interesting seeing this actually running on a legitimate track for the first time. I joined in the fall, and when the car came back from Australia, it was very different from just trying to see pictures of the car.
It probably helps you in terms of modification in the future too, doesn't it? Okay, and?
Hey, I'm Ben. Definitely something I've learned since I joined Calsol was that if you want something to work, you need to design and implement a permanent solution. A lot of things that we've put together that were just for the moment, really after time, they fail or they act in some way that we didn't anticipate. And if you want to design something good, you really have to think forward, no matter what the situation is.
Very good. Well, that's what we're here. We're here for solar energy, a more permanent solution. Okay, and next we have.
Hi, I'm Paul. Yeah, I'd second what he said about realizing that this is an extremely delicate system, and any little change you make, you think, oh, let's put some pounds up there, that'll help us, with our balance. It's going to have a huge impact, and you have to consider everything, because otherwise you're just going to end up, confused about what's going on.
And we have here.
Hi, I'm Devin. I'd say the thing that I've learned most is that the most important thing really is making a reliable car. Not necessarily the most efficient, but reliability is what you really need in the end.
Yes, we have to start walking before we run. But that's a very important factor. That next we have.
Hi, I'm Brian. I think the biggest thing I've learned from this project is just the practicality of it. In classes we get so much theory, so many equations, and we get to come out here and build something that is truly a car. It's truly a creation of ourselves. It's something good to be able to practice what we've learned.
Very good. So most of you are in engineering, or okay? Oh, we have one more.
Hello. Wait, am I supposed to introduce myself?
Yeah, your name and also what you've learned the most.
Okay. My name is Alex Cuevas. I'm a civil engineer, third year, going to my last year at Berkeley. I've learned a lot being on this team. I've been on it for a couple of years. I guess what I've learned the most is how important it is to communicate between people, and I guess make sure that you have a lot of cohesion within a team if you want to get things done.
Yes, very good. Especially for engineering students, that's what we hear. That's something that you definitely it will really enhance your future too, and in terms of working on a team and working with others. Well, thank you very much. Really appreciate this. But in total, you have how many people on your team?
So we have 13 here with us today. Thanks so much for your time.
Thank you very much. Good luck on your race. Bye-bye. Okay. And signing up, Susan Sun Nunamaker with sunisthefuture.net. We are here and just with the Calsol.